State Question 780 makes all possession of drugs misdemeanors forever and always. Possession of heroin, possession of methamphetamine, possession of cocaine, all are now felonies, will become misdemeanors to be in possession of those drugs. Specifically at schools, what you're going to see is right now possession of any drugs within 1,000 feet of a school is a felony. That will be reduced to a misdemeanor on your first time, on your 5th time, on your 20th time, on 100th time. So you get people that show up with large amounts of drugs on school property, it's just going to be a misdemeanor. Same way possession of these drugs around in the presence of a minor is currently a felony. That's going to be reduced to a misdemeanor forever and always. The first time you have heroin around a kid and the 20th time you have heroin around a kid is going to be a misdemeanor. And so there's drastic unintended consequences of this state question that could affect our schools and the way that drugs get possessed around our children. Some of the other things that it could negatively impact, right now we can get people into treatment if they're facing felony charges. And if this passes, people will choose to do some short stints in the county jail and never get an ounce of treatment. And so you're just going to get catch and release programs that we're just going to get them in here and let them right back out the door so they can get back to doing their drugs. The way that it's affect gun licenses, people can get many of these misdemeanor convictions. 15 times you get caught with heroin and you get 15 misdemeanors, but then you can still go down and apply for your gun permit. This could affect daycare licenses. People can rack up 20 misdemeanor charges of possession of crack, and they'll still be able to run their daycare. There won't be any laws on the books forbidding them from doing that. So if you look at it as a whole, this is very concerning, the risk to public safety. To the benefit, I mean, I don't see the benefit in this deal. They say that it's going to they'll use the savings back into the counties, but at the end of the day, the county will be stuck holding the bag because they're going to have all these county jails that are be full at they're already at their max. And so any savings from DOC is going to be sent back to the counties just to pay for housing the prisoner at the county level. There's not going to be any money left over for treatment. And so if you look at it that way, the savings won't be there. What savings there will not be diverted into treatment, and we'll just be left with a lot of people running around with a bunch of misdemeanor convictions that were never able to alter their behavior, and can certainly make places like our schools more dangerous. So also what it does is property crimes. It raises the property crime limits from $500 to $1,000. Not too bad in and of itself, but it also puts dollar amounts where there never was before. So false declaration to a pawnbroker, when you go pawn stuff, it's a felony, but there is no dollar limit on it. This would put $1,000 limit on it, so people can pawn up to $1,000, which no one ever pawns $1,000 worth of stuff or gets $1,000, from a pawn shop. So they'll break it up into smaller increments. It makes auto burglaries a misdemeanor. So people break into school buses, that's going to be a misdemeanor, where it's now a felony to steal from a car. Car's out in your driveway, somebody busts in and steals your stuff. They have to steal $1,000 worth of stuff for it to be a felony, and if just breaking into a car is going to be a misdemeanor from now on. Concealing stolen property, if we catch the burglars with the stolen property, they have to be concealing $1,000 worth of stuff, which there is no limit currently under the law. So they're going to break it up into $1,000, and stash, $900 here and there. So realistically, we're not going to have the tools that law enforcement needs to battle the criminal element that's out there right now. I will absolutely be voting no on State Question 780 and 781.